Good morning, everyone. It's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady 1, and I have an album to show you. And you may see this album is different than normal because it has pictures in it. I don't usually do albums with pictures in it. I don't generally enjoy doing albums with pictures in it. I'd prefer to let people put their own pictures in it. However, this is for a friend who recently lost her dog to bladder cancer. It was very sad, and this dog was her family. She loved this dog. It was a sweet, sweet dog. I'm not really a dog person, but Wednesday was a sweet dog. The dog's name was Wednesday, by the way. Anyway, so I wanted to make this album for her. So, here we go. So I just stalked her Facebook page and got pictures of the dog and her and the dog and the cat and the dog, and here we are. So this album is bigger than I normally make them. It's made with bags that would normally be an 8x8 album, so they're generally around 8x16, but I cut it off here at 10.5, so it's 8x10.5 because I wanted to be able to put at least 2 4x6 pictures on a page, and in some cases there's a third picture as well that was trimmed smaller, but you'll see as we go through. And this paper, it's a Colorbach paper. I think it was called Fiesta. So that's the paper that I used, and then of course I just embellished with flowers, and then there's a couple other embellishments inside that you'll see. And then these, this stamp here, I think it's from a not Fiskars, Inkadinkado stamp set. I think it's called Dot Swirls or Dot Flourishes, something like that. I love that stamp set. I have 2 of them because I used the first one so much that it kind of lost its oomph, if that's possible. And then I just use little flat backs to help embellish some of the dots in the flourishes. So here we go. We'll go inside. And there's really not much to say about it because it's just pictures of the dog. The dog is a Boston Terrier, by the way. So I did go through and I just Googled images of vintage Boston Terrier. And they're all like drawings from different advertisements or postcards or things like that. And then I used these stickers, were from the Paper Studio. It was a set all about dogs. And then these little paw prints were Mrs. Grossman's, a little sticker set that had big paw prints and little paw prints. So there we are. This ribbon, I don't know where it came from. These little tabs, they're fold over tabs. This one has a dog bone in it, but they're from a set, I think it was Making Memories. It was all different dog things. So there's some with bones. I think there's one that says Bow Wow. There's a heart. There's a couple just different patterns, but I used those as well. I love this with the little yellow flower. There's another little Boston Terrier thing. The first one doesn't have one, but all the other ones have pull-out pages, and 2 are vertical and 2 are horizontal, so she can add some of her own photographs if she likes. Because I was just kind of guessing on what would be good pictures to put in. I just picked the ones I liked. And some of them I know she liked because she would make a comment, oh, this was always one of my favorites. But, there we go. There's the big paw prints. There's a little tab. That one just has little dots all over it. Again, not really very much to say about it, but it just is what it is. And she actually owns and teaches at the dance studio where Joy and I dance, and so I'm taking it on Wednesday. Wednesday night is the class that she teaches. And Joy said to me, can you please wait until after class to give it to her, because we really don't want her to be a hot mess throughout class. We really need to work. Not that, I mean, Joy's not being thoughtless, but we have a recital in less than a month, so she's like, wait till the end, please. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Look at that face. You just want to squeeze it. You just want to squeeze that face. And again, I'm a cat person, but that's just a sweet little face. I love this with the goggles. Can you see that? Yeah. I know because of the pictures, oh, I probably didn't pull that mat out. Well, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. You don't really necessarily need to see them, but there they are. And most of these flowers are I Am Roses. However, I did use some Prima flowers. Look at that face. And actually, a lot of these are old Prima flowers that have patterns and words and things on them, and I hardly ever use them. I have this big stash of them that just don't get used, and for some reason I felt like they were going to work with this. Excuse me, I have a little fur ball this morning. Finally, oh, and she also has a cat. So here's Wednesday and the cat, and this is so sad and so sweet. This is actually the day Wednesday passed away, and that Normal, the cat, is saying goodbye. She said Normal kind of hid out in his room for most of the day before, and then came out, and I mean, they know, these animals know. And there we go. Look at that tongue. Look at that. And then on the back here, these two must have had some sort of filter on it because they actually look like drawings when you look at them closely. So anyway, so that is the album, and I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, it was a very sad, obviously it's sad that I made it because of what happened, but I actually really enjoyed making it because I don't usually get to do the kind of time and detail, like with the little swirls and the pearls. That's hard to do on an album that you're not putting pictures in because you have to make sure not to put them over the photo mats. But throughout here I could do them over the pictures if I wanted to, and it wasn't gonna, you know, it wasn't gonna cause a problem because the pictures were already down, and I just really enjoyed that. So I hope she likes it, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I have a show coming up this weekend, so I'm working on making albums, so perhaps if I have a couple minutes I'll be able to get out another video and show you what I'm up to. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.